Hi everyone, it's Carlos here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm really excited. Why? It's because I was able to get my hands on this particular collection. All right, you guys. So in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the brand new Colourpop, I guess you can call it part 2, collection of the Hocus Pocus in the Coven Crew collection. I believe that's what it's called. So that is this sucker right here. So if you want to know exactly my thoughts and opinions and why I'm missing a particular product, then you got to keep on watching. But before we get right into the nitty gritty of the items right here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well. So anytime I upload new videos, you automatically get the notifications, and also give my video a thumbs up while you're at it. So you know what? Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into the video. So I do want to mention that I did purchase this particular collection right here. Again, this is the Coven Crew collection. I am missing an item. Can you guess what item I am missing? You can't guess? Just in case you couldn't guess. I am actually missing the candle. I guess from my understanding, the candle could or could not be sold separately, so you had to actually buy the whole collection in order for you to get the candle. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that's true. I guess that's the same way. Anyway, so I went into Instagram. I went directly to their page, maybe to see if there was any information out there as to why I didn't receive my candle. So apparently they are shipping the candles out separately. So anyone who purchased this particular collection right here, if you didn't get your candle, it's because they're shipping them separately, which to me, I think is really strange as to why they're doing that. But it is what it is. Hopefully I get it. So on top of this particular collection that I purchased, I actually purchased and I was able to get my hands on the first collection as well, as since they reissued or relaunched the first collection. I'm glad that I went through the unboxing prior to the video, because come to find out, I'm actually missing a product besides the candle from the first collection, which I'm really concerned that I'm not going to be able to get it now, because it was just a limited relaunch of the first collection. So it really bothers me, can you not, that I did not get that particular item. But it is what it is. Hopefully Colourpop is able to resolve it with shipping me out the missing product. Anyways, you guys, so let's get it right into the first item from the collection. So the first item right here, it is the actual mirror right here. So hopefully you guys can pick it up. It is I Shall Always Be With You, one hand mirror. Anyways, you guys, so I went ahead, at least I thought I opened it. Yes, I did. I went ahead and opened it just to make sure that it wasn't broken, because I also saw on social media that other people were saying that their mirror came broken. And I can see why, because they literally packed the mirror right on top of my shipment. So, and then all you get is like a very thin bubble wrap. So I'm not surprised. All right, you guys, so the mirror is not broken. Yay. So you do get a protective sleeve or a sticker, whatever you call these. So let me go ahead and peel this sucker off. Don't you love that feeling? Anyways, you guys, so that is the back side. It says, I shall always be with you. I do love the kind of like holographic appearance to it. Just in case it doesn't pick up on your end, the color is more of like a burnt orange, but I absolutely love the actual ears, the cat ears. So the next item that came in this particular collection, this is the face stamp. So as you can see right here, it's Oit marked face stamp. Am I holding this upside down? I think I am. All right, you guys. So I believe that this is the shape of a spider. So there you guys go. Let me go ahead and take the sucker out. I've never used a product like this before, so I don't know if there's a certain way that you're supposed to shake it. I don't know. Anyways, you guys, so that is the canister that it comes in. It's actually a pretty good, decent size overall. Same concept in terms of the coloring, like a burnt gold orange. All right, so that is the stamp right there. Let me just, can you guys see? I don't know. I feel like it's trying to pick up my face. There it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and just stamp it on my hand. Oh, actually applied very well. This is the first time, again, I've ever used this particular product. Now, in terms of this style of product, you know, I am kind of curious, so let me go ahead and stamp this. Let's be old school. You know what I mean? You know, the teardrops right here. You know, what's that movie called? Oh, what is that? American. You guys know it. It's a jail prison movie. American. Oh my god, it was so popular. Anyways, guys, if you know what movie I'm talking about, leave a comment below. You know, you have the little teardrops right here. It just means how many people you killed, I think. Where's this conversation going? Anyways, you guys, so let me go ahead and just see how this looks. I'm gonna probably mess up my whole look. All right, let's just put it right here. I'm gonna look real chola right now. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you see it? I messed up. It's all right. It's all right. So the next product that I received within the collection, these are these Super Shock Shadow Trio. So I guess it's called Trouble Brewing. Cannot read. So that is the packaging. Oh, real quick. Love the packaging. Isn't it so freaking adorable? All right, so that is the back. So let's go ahead and open this sucker up. Oh, these are so cute. All right, you guys. So glad that they're not broken. Oh, this is kind of actually already open. Anyways, I guess they didn't seal it correctly. All right, so that is the way they... Am I holding this upside down? I can't tell. Anyways, you guys, so those are the 3 shades right there. So let me go ahead and take these suckers out and see how they look in person out of the container. All right, you guys, so we have a nice purple color right here. I'm not sure if these are individually named. Yeah, there is Forever Bewitching. Can't say that word right. So, all right, let me go ahead and show you in there. So hopefully it picks up. This actually looks like it's lifted. Anyways, you guys, so you probably can see it. See that? All right. So that is the first shade. I have actually several of their Super Shock Shadows. I've never used them before. All right. So, oh, super creamy. Look at this. Okay. Again, I don't know why I've never used these before. I have them, but I never use them. Not these, but anyways. So that is the first shade. Really pretty. All right, so the next shade that I got right here, if I can hold this correctly, this is the name. I'm telling you guys, the font is so small. It is Don't, I believe, Don't Thou Comprehend. Look, can you see how small that is? See? Yeah. Anyways, you guys. All right, so that is the next shade. A really, really like copper gold tone overall. I love how they feel though. Like they're extremely creamy. Ooh, you could actually almost use these like as a highlighter as well. Not bad. All right, so let's go into the last shade that I received as well. So this is in the shade name. Hopefully I can read it because the font is so small. To Be Young and Beautiful Again is the next shade. I got that one. It's slippery. I just got done wiping my hands as I'm talking to you guys, and I'm trying to open it. It's like sliding around. Anyways, you guys see? Right, clean? All right, so let's go ahead. And this one looks like more of like a champagne overall appearance. I'm telling you guys, I absolutely love the texture of these. These are so creamy. I don't know why I've never used these before. All right, so the last and final shade. Gorgeous, aren't they? All right, so we got 3 new lip products right here. So the first one we got here is Tonight We Fly. Got it. The next shade right here in the middle is Calming Circle. And the last one on this side is Hello Boys. All right, so I went ahead and swatched all 3 shades for you. So the first one on the bottom, that is Tonight We Fly. The middle shade is Calming Circle. And the one directly on top is Hello Boys. Real quick, I do want to mention is that the Hello Boys, as I was swatching it, did appear giving off a streaky appearance overall. But other than that, the shades are actually really pretty. All right, you guys, so here are the 3 containers for the cream, or I should say lip cream products. Personally, I think they're okay. The image on the actual containers do give off kind of like a muddy appearance, but it is what it is. All right, you guys, so the last and final product from the collection, the one and only, the palette, of course. So this is the Witching Hour palette. let me tell you right away, I love how this visually looks. Like, they killed it with the first one, no pun intended. And the second one, yeah, it's beyond adorable. So on the back, you do get the shade names themselves. I won't go through every single shade name because, let's be honest, I have a tendency to butcher everything that I say. All right, so that is the same as the front and the back as well in terms of the container that it came in. All right, so let's go ahead and take this off. So we got obviously the protective sleeve. So that is the mirror that it comes with, or comes in with. I do love the imagery that's right there, the little cartoon characters. I put a spell on you, super adorable. Hey, how you doing? You see my camera? All right, you guys. So, and these are the shades themselves. I actually do think the actual palette itself, visually, it is really pretty. Let me go ahead and just bend this over so you guys can see. So those are these shades right there. So we got 300 Years, All Hallows Eve, Moon is Round. Did I just tell you I wasn't going to say the names? Anyways, you guys, so those are these shades themselves. It looks like there's only 2 pans that actually have embossments of actual images. So we have a moon shape right here, just in case you want to take a look. In the far left corner, we have, it looks like a cat. Yep, that is a kitten. So, you know what we need to do? We need to create a look and see how overall the quality performs and see if there's any good payoff in terms of the actual palette itself. So let's go ahead, get my eyelids primed so we can create a look together. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started on a look. Let me go ahead and pull my hair back so it doesn't get in my way. All right, you guys, so the first shadow that I'm going to use from this particular palette, why I say this particular palette, I'm going to be using All Hallows Eve, which is this shade right here. And the reason I'm using that one is because it's the lightest shade in the palette, and I want to use that more as a base. So I'm just going to apply that right directly all over my eyelid, again, just so I have a base to start with. So the brush I'm going to be using is Morphe M433, just in case you guys want to know. So as I mentioned, just going to go right into the palette itself. Dust off a little bit of extra shadow that I don't need. So I'm gonna go ahead and just gradually just apply it all over here. No rhyme and reason. And then this way, after I go from there, I'm gonna go into the next shade as long as I get enough base to start with. Hopefully that makes any sense. All right, guys, so the next shade I'm going to go into Life Potion. And the reason for that is because I'm actually going to apply that directly as possible on right above the crease line area. And the reason for that is because I really want the eye itself to stand out, but I want there to be a gradual soft transition from the lighter shade that I just got done using. Since I have more of a hooded eye overall appearance, I want to make sure that I emphasize the actual look without closing in my eye a little bit more. Let me go ahead and show you. So just in case, again, you want to know what brush I'm using, I'm using a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the JH40. Hopefully that picks up. There you guys go. All right, so the reason why I'm using this particular brush, because it is more narrow, and I feel that it's going to give me a little bit more precision to actually apply the shadow itself right above the crease line. And then what I'm going to do is go with a different brush and buff it out a little bit gradually so that there's a nice, soft, subtle transition. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean. So if I just apply it right here and just right above the actual crease line, whoa, that's a lot of pigment right away. All right, so then go ahead and just apply that right here. So if I just go back and forth until I get to the overall pigment level that I'm looking for, and then slowly buff that out with a cleaner brush. And this way it creates more of a soft, subtle transition from the top, and then anything on the bottom is going to be a little bit more cleaner. All right, you guys, so the next shade I want to go into this shade right here, which is called Green Newt. And I'm actually going to apply that directly right on the outer corner of my eyes. I just really want to darken that spot up on both of the eyelids themselves. So the brush I'm going to be using is a Morphe E36. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean. And the reason I'm using this particular brush, because it is a little bit more smaller than the last one, if you notice right here. So this way it's going to give me a little bit, hopefully, more what am I about to say, access, allow me a little bit more precision as to where I want the shadow to go. I tell you, oh my guys, you know what I mean? Like when you're trying to say something, it never comes out, and that's typically all the time for me. But I tell you, it's a struggle, right? Anyways, you guys. All right, so I'm just going to apply this right here. Just dab it down, and I'm just going to lift it up, going upwards. So the reason why I want to bring it up is because I want to make my eyelids look appear a little bit going longer this way, rather than having the hooded eyes overtake the eyelid look. Does that make sense? I don't know. Sometimes what I say comes out and it doesn't make any sense, but yeah, you get me. All right, so let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just apply this right here, as you see, and just bring it a little bit more inward, and just keep darkening it up as to the level that I want to achieve, and then I'll get with a cleaner brush and then buff it out. There you go. Makes sense, right? Hopefully. Alright, you guys, so I really want this eye look to pop a little bit more. So let's go ahead into more of the actual vibrant, that's not a word, vibrant colors. So let's go into Hello Billy, which is this nice plum color. And I'm going to apply that directly right in the inner corner of my eye and bring it upward. And then on top of that shade, I'm going to be using Twist the Bones right on top of that shade. So this way, most of the purple that you see is going directly upward. And the reason for that is because I do have hooded eyes, I really want that area in the middle to really bring out a little bit more. Again, not to weigh down my eyes, but to actually open them up a little bit further. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean. So I'm going into a new clean brush. This is a Morphe E17. So, all right, you guys, so let's go ahead, dust some of this extra shadow that I may not need. All right, so now I'm just going to apply this right here, as you see, and just work it again as to the overall level that I want to achieve. So let me go in here just a little bit more, and then keep going, keep going. If you notice, I'm just bringing it up, and that's perfectly fine if I go over the other shade, because what I'm going to end up doing is buffing it all out. So a nice transition. That is my goal. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, you guys. Alright, you guys, so initially I wanted to go into Twist the Bones to apply that directly on the Hello Billy shade, which is the plum one directly in the middle. But I'm like, I've never used these Super Shock shadows before, so I'm actually going to use that to apply directly on top of Hello Billy. So hopefully that comes out well. So since it picks up quite a bit of pigment with my finger, or with the finger, I'm just going to go ahead with the finger and just apply it with that particular method. So there you guys go. So I'm just going to dab it right here. Hopefully it does pay off, and wow, it does. All right, so let's go ahead and get a little bit more, and then lightly bring it upward. So again, the overall goal here is to make the eye stand out overall, because again, with hooded eyes, once you close it down, you see that most of the actual Super Shock shadow that I just applied vanishes because of the actual crease in the eyelid itself. But as long as I keep pulling it upward, you notice that there's now that definition right there, but still being light on the outer corner or upper corner of the eyelids this way, just because I use the lighter base overall. Hopefully that makes sense. Alright, you guys, so I really want the eye look to pop just a little bit more. So now next shade I'm going to go into in this particular palette, I'm going to go into Fur Black as Black Shadow. And that's just more like a teal color. And then I will be using the Circle of Salt, the one that's right above it. It's more metallic teal color to go right on top of that shade itself. So let's go ahead and pick up some of this shadow right here. The brush I'm using is a Morphe, once again, not sponsored, Morphe M506 brush, just in case you guys want to know. But either way, I will leave all the information in the description field below, just in case you want to know. So, as you notice, packing this out, not packing it out, that doesn't make any sense. Applying this right here, oh, I have an eyelash right here, do you even see that? It's gone now. Anyways, you guys, so I'm just going to pack this on right here, and there you guys go, and then just now bring it inward, so hopefully it picks up. All right, so now what I'm going to do in this area, because this is a little bit more of a darker shadow and I don't really want to just make the inner corners of the eyes so dark, I'll go in with a Super Shock shadow as well and apply that white right by the tear duct area. I don't know what I was supposed to say. All right, you guys, so I went off camera for just a brief moment to complete the overall look. So what I did after going off camera, as I mentioned, I went in with a Super Shock shadow to apply it in the inner corner of my eye. And what I ended up doing on the bottom waterline area, end up using one of the older brushes, or the brushes that I got done using, with the shadow of green Newt, and apply that right on the waterline area. And then for the lips, I did use two of the cream lip products, I believe it's called, to create this ombre look. All right, you guys, so my thoughts and opinions about the products themselves. So let's go ahead and start with the lip products since we just got done talking about it. All right, I'm gonna be completely honest now here. Hopefully you're able to see it. I don't know, maybe because I blended it out, hopefully good enough. But the first shade, as I mentioned, Tonight We Fly, sorry to look down, it came off patchy. I mean, really, really patchy. I had to finesse it quite a bit in order to create an overall look. But in terms of like the streakiness, yeah, it's there. You gotta live with it. And then the next shade, as I mentioned, I apply that directly in the middle. And again, it's just because I really enjoy ombre looks overall. All right, so now it comes to the eyeshadow palette itself. Now, the palette, I'm not gonna lie, there is quite a bit of kickback when you go right into the pan. I try to go in there with a really soft-handed approach. Still, I got a lot of kick up. I don't know if that's just the way the Colourpop overall performs. Have I experienced that before with Colourpop? Yes. So it isn't anything new for me. Now, in terms of the shadows themselves, I actually didn't have any really major issues, but let me restate that. When I got to the teal and the purple, I did have some issues. I'll get to that in a moment, but the other shades I actually didn't. The pigment was there, the blendability was there, so that's a good thing. Now, when it came down to the purple and the teal, which I can understand the teal, why I had an issue with, meaning it came off very patchy and it took a lot of finessing to actually get rid of that patchiness. Even if I went back into the pan itself and put on more, I still had to be careful with that so that it didn't weigh down my eyes. So you got to be mindful of that. And you know what? In reality, a lot of blues are like that, where they do apply and they apply patchiness, and then you're going to have to finesse it. Overall, I was still able to create a decent look. Definitely leave a comment below. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions. And if you did receive this particular collection, or you receive pieces from this particular collection, what are your favorites and what are your dislikes? So if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well, so anytime I upload new videos, you automatically get the notifications. And give my video a thumbs up if you really did enjoy the video. Hopefully the video was informative. I cannot talk anymore. That just means I've been recording way too long. Anyways, you guys, but if it was helpful for you to make your decision going forward, if you go into Ulta or they restock any of these particular products back onto Colourpop, at least then you have an idea which items that you're deciding to go with and not to go with. But until then, make sure you all brush your teeth, wash your culo, and subscribe. I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye now.